I think that when the fact that these 5 countries came together last month, Ray busted a Chinese plot to infiltrate a prestigious Australian research institution that involved planting an academic there to steal secrets. So in the guise of education, and they actually plant Trojan horses, they're people, they're academics, and we allow them to do that. You know, the spy balloon is, people can see that, right? But what we don't know is what information was relayed back. Yes, we shot the spy balloon down, but what we're not aware of is what information they have stolen and how they're going to use it. If anybody thinks that the CCP is for America, you're not paying attention to anything that you're seeing. And we've been talking about this for a while, but now there's so much more evidence from where we started back in March. You know, now the FBI, Ray said that China had a bigger hacking program than that of every other major nation combined. So China is doing more hacking into people's systems, into their intelligence than all the other nations combined. Think about how big that is. But more importantly, what are they going to do with this information, and how do we stop them?
Rome is not built overnight. The rise of the CCP to be the biggest threat to the U.S. and to our entire free world has happened from a decade ago, from almost 10 years ago. And then in the last 5, 6, what have we been doing? I remember we were talking about Russian hoax. We were talking about Russia. I mean, China was never on top of the list of our law enforcement or intel community. So I think that this Five Eye partnership, jointly coming together to admit the CCP has become the biggest threat is actually, in fact, a public admission to our own failure, because we allowed this to happen. And now we see that because of the weakness on the part of the U.S., our enemies are acting aggressively in Iran and Russia, North Korea. So I think that's why it's so important for we the people to elect very strong leaders in the Congress. And now we need a speaker in the House. Yes. We need someone who really cares about America's national interests, who can really put America, we the people's interest above everything else.